right, what up? What up? What's good? What is good, people? Let me make sure this shit is streaming correctly. Make sure I can see myself in this bitch. So what's popping? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So today I'm going to be talking about sex on the first date. First date sex. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to be on here too long, but we going to get it in. What up, Quays? Was popping, bro? What is good, my dude? So we going to get it in today. We're going to talk about first date sex. Why you should try to hit it on the first date. What up, Chaz? Dwayne, what's good? Man, what's going on? So before I get into anything, remember, bam, get this book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you go to MrLocario.com or click the link below to get your copy today. You can get the ebook, the hard copy, or the audiobook. Okay, we got it in all formats. So make sure you guys get this book. Also, make sure you guys join the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com today to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. If you are not on the Bad Boy membership, you are slipping. I'm telling you, you need to be on this membership. This membership will change your motherfucking life. I'm telling you. So, if you want to step up your game this year, you understand? If you're tired of, being alone on a Friday night, you feel what I'm saying? If you're tired of not getting the sex you want, you're tired of not getting sex at all, you're tired of, fucking with chicks you're not really attracted to, all this other shit, get on that Bad Boy membership so that you can step up your game. You feel what I'm saying? What up, Kemp Manable? Was popping? What's good? So, we're going to talk about, first date sex on the first date. You understand? And why you should try to have sex on the first date. Now, understand that sex on the first date is not always going to happen. You understand? So, there's a few reasons why sex on the first date is not going to happen, but you should always try to have sex on the first date, right? Now, some reasons why sex on the first date won't happen is, one is because of logistics. So there may be situations where it's not feasible for the sex to happen on that first date. So let's say, what up, Big G20 was popping. Let's say, you go on a date with a chick, and let's say she has to, go to work or some shit later that night or early in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? Or, so it's just going to be hard for shit to pop off at that time. Or let's say you're on a date, and because of whatever reason, you can't take her back to your place at the moment. You can't go back to her place at the moment. Getting a hotel might be not feasible at the time for whatever reason. So there's a few reasons why sex on the first date is not going to happen. You may be with a chick who she's just not down to do it on that first date. You feel what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You feel what I mean? So it might not happen on that first date. But what you want to do is you want to try to have sex on the first date. The thing is this, you don't even need to, because some people will say, well, why go on a date? You understand? And the thing is, you don't even need to go on a date. You feel what I'm saying? But let's say you get a chick to come straight to your crib. You still want to try to make sex happen when she's coming to your crib. See, her coming to your crib doesn't automatically mean sex is going to happen. Unless you, it'll most likely happen if you make it clear that's what you want to do. But still, nothing is guaranteed. But you still want to, put yourself in position to try to make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, you want to try to make sex happen on the first date. And I'm going to tell you some reasons why. Okay? Now, one of the reasons why you want to make sex happen on the first date, right, is because in a lot of situations, you're not going to get a second date. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to get a second date. Now, the reason why sometimes you won't get a second date, there's a few reasons. is because in the moment while she's on a date with you, she may be feeling the date. She's attracted to you. She may be even, in the mood to have sex, right? But let's say y'all don't have sex for whatever reason, right? And you're thinking, well, I could just hit her up next week and, try to see her again and make it happen. Now, this doesn't mean that if you don't have sex on the first date, you'll never see her again. You'll never have a second date. I'm just saying that there's times where you won't get a second date. And the reason why is because even though she was feeling you on that first date, her mind could have changed by the time you try to make a second date happen. So she maybe thought about it. She's like, well, he's okay, but I'm not really feeling it like I thought. And then when you try to get that second date, shit don't happen. Or, she has other guys she's dating, so she gets caught up in some other dude, and then you never see her for that second date or second time to have sex with her. You understand what I'm saying? Or some ex-boyfriend comes back in the picture, or she's just in a certain type of mood or whatever, so now you can't get the second date. So what'll happen is that you want to try to make it happen on the first date, so that even if you don't get to see her again, at least you hit it on that first date. You feel what I'm saying? So you want to always try to get it for that first date, right? Now, this is the thing. The way relationships play out nowadays, right? The way relationships play out nowadays is that most women that you deal with are women who would have never been your girlfriend or your wife or any type of long-term relationship type of thing, right? Most relationships nowadays will last if you're going to even really be seeing a chick or dating a chick, it'll last maybe 3 to 4 months, right? You'll be lucky if it lasts more than 6 months for most situations. You understand what I'm saying? So most of the time when you meet a girl, from Tinder or Bumble or any of these dating sites, you meet a girl at the bar, you meet a girl in the street, you get the number, y'all try to set something up. I would say 90% of the women you meet won't be there after 3 to 4 months. You understand what I'm saying? So what'll happen is that there's not really that many situations where it's going to be a long-term type of thing anyway. And so in a lot of those cases, half the women you date or go on a date with or see for the first time, you'll probably never see them again anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So what you want to do is you want to try to make it happen on that first date, because there's sometimes you're not going to see them. Right? Now, if you don't make it happen on the first date, does this mean that you can't see them again, make it happen on a second date, third date? No, of course you can. But what I'm saying is there's going to be a lot of women who you're not going to see again. I've been on a lot of first dates that just turned into nothing, right? Now, some of them turned into nothing because I hit the chick up and she didn't want to respond. And then some of them turned to nothing because I didn't want to respond back to the chick. You understand what I'm saying? So that's another thing. So what'll happen is this. And this is what happens when you get more well-versed in the game. Because I know some dudes, they're just like, I'm trying to fuck anything. It don't matter, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes you're going to go on the first date, right? And you're thinking already, I'd smash because, this is why you're even going on a date with the chick. You're like, she's, physically my type. She's somebody I want to get with, right? And so you're going on that date with her. So you're like, yeah, I would have sex with her. But what'll happen is sometimes you're going to be on a date and the shit's not going to sort of gel how you expect. Or she's going to be the type of chick who you're not really going to be feeling. And to the point, and get this, guys, to the point where you're not even going to want to fuck her. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes, sex on the first date is not going to happen because you may not want to fuck the chick. Now, this might sound crazy to some guys. They're like, why would you not want to fuck a girl? That's crazy. I'm letting you know now that the more you deal with women, the more sex you get, the more dates you go on, the more, well-versed in the game you are to where you're getting girls here and there and all this other stuff. there's going to be certain girls that you meet, that you go on a date with, that you're not going to want to fuck. Just based off of their vibe, energy, and attitude. You understand? I'm telling you, this is going to happen at some point if you're the type of guy who's really out there. You understand what I'm saying? So, some guys may be like, well, I don't give a fuck if she's whack. I'm just trying to hit it. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be like, one day you're gonna be like, oh shit, Miss Locario is right. I'm not trying to even fuck this girl. Because some women are that crazy that you don't even want to deal with them like that. So this is what I'm saying. This is another aspect of it where sex may not happen because you don't want it to happen. Or what will happen is, let's say you want it to happen and she seems cool at first, but y'all don't have sex on the first date, and trying to get her to come see you for the second time, she's giving you the runaround, she's being uncooperative, so then you end up charging her to the game because you're just like, I don't even want to deal with this chick no more. Because she's being on some bullshit. So then therefore the sex won't happen at all. But what I'm saying with this overall thing is, you want to try to make sex happen on that first date. So if you, on the first date, you feeling a girl, she's feeling you, and you have an opportunity to make it happen, make it happen. You understand? Make it happen. Because I've talked about this before where I was saying that what happens is that when you first start dealing with a woman and she's not emotionally attached to you, right? This is the time where it's easiest for her to basically just call it a day with you. And it's easiest for her to start flaking on you. Easiest for her to just like ghost and just be out when you first start fucking with a chick because she's not emotionally attached to you, right? Now, going on a date and also hooking up with her gives her an experience with you that can start that emotional attachment. So this doesn't necessarily mean just hooking up with a girl is going to give her emotional attachment or just going out on a date, but it solidifies it more when you're hooking up with her and doing those type of things than not. You understand? So what will happen is that if you go on a first date and you hook up with her, have sex with her or whatever, and the sex is, good, you understand? It don't got to be spectacular, but it's good. You feel what I'm saying? In a lot of cases, not all, because some chicks, they just want a one night stand too and they'll keep it moving. But in some cases, in a lot of cases, she'll be more receptive to, fucking with you again because you already done did it. You feel what I'm saying? So I always say, if you can't fuck her on the first date, at least try to get her the second time you see her. By that time, you need to really pack it in. What up, King Ken? What's popping? Because what you want to happen is, especially if you like the chick and you want to keep seeing her, you want to sort of keep shit going, you got to get sexual fast. Because the longer you take to get sexual, the least interested she is in you. And the longer you make it to where you're not creating those moments, she's not really attached to you. She's not really, you don't really become relevant to her. You're not emotionally relevant to her at that point. And emotionally relevant means that you're the type of guy who she feels some type of feelings for, right? And that makes her want to keep fucking with you. But the thing is like a lot of times when you go on these first dates and you don't have sex, right? A lot of times shit is just still up in the air. So it's not necessarily, anything that will make her want to gravitate to you. Now, again, just hooking up doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to gravitate to you, but it's a stronger chance that she will because y'all hooked up. And especially if you're in a situation where the girl is blatantly showing that she wants to have sex with you, you should try to make it happen on that first date. You understand? So if it's feasible for it to happen, where the logistics are right, and she's, the pussy is wet, do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Do it. Don't wait if you don't have to. Make it happen then. Because If you never see her again, then it is what it is. At least, y'all got to do what you did. But what'll happen is if she wants to see you again, it'll be the connection will be a little bit more stronger because y'all done did what y'all did. You see what I'm saying? Now again, you can be in situations where you don't have sex on the first date, because remember, it doesn't happen all the time, where you can still get with the girl on a second date, third date, whatever, and still fuck with her. And everything could be cool. But what I'm saying is the more that you can have sex on the first date, the better. The more chances you have to make it happen, do it. So what I'm saying is, if you have the opportunity to make it happen on that first date, but you're saying to yourself, well, it's all good. I'll just wait for like next week. I'll hit her up next week. I'm saying don't do that. If you can make it happen now, make it happen now. You see what I'm saying? Because next week may never come. You understand? Women are fickle. Women are flaky. Women are all over the place. You understand? Asher James said, exactly, Scholar. Most of the girls I've gone on dates with recently were attractive, but we had little in common, so I didn't want to hook up. And it's not even necessarily, not even necessarily have little in common. It's more so, sometimes you're going to meet chicks who, like I told this story before about the chick I went on a date with, bad as fuck. But as we were talking, she basically let me know that she was she's on some stalking shit. So I was like, I'm not fucking with you. I'm not even fucking this chick. Because she was telling me about some dude she was messing with and how they had sex. And then, he kind of stopped talking to her, and then she fucking showed up at his job, showed up at his house. And I'm like, I don't want them type of problems. So I'm not even fucking this girl, even though she was bad as shit. So I was like, I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? This is why it's good to talk to these women, feel them out, see what's going on with these chicks. You understand? Before you really go in sometimes. You understand? Man. Dark Ned, you said on your way home, a random woman came out a bar and asked you for a cigarette. As someone that doesn't smoke, I said no, sorry, and kept it moving. Then I thought to myself, was that a choosing signal? It could have been. Why you should have talked to her though. You understand? Anytime a woman, says anything to you and you're attracted to her, you understand? You should just go and talk to her. You feel what I'm saying? So, I talk about that in my Step Up Your Dating Game audio program, which you guys can get on MrLocario.com as a free bonus. Go to MrLocario.com and get the Bad Boys Guide to Dating, and I have a free bonus called Step Up Your Dating Game audio program. And in that program, I was talking about how you're going to have women who will ask you questions and, ask you random shit and try to start conversations. And that's a way of them trying to choose up on you. You understand what I'm saying? Now, sometimes a chick could just be actually asking you a random question just because, she needs some information. You understand? But at the same time, the fact that you have her there talking to you, if you're interested in her, if you think she's attractive, that's a good time to really, make shit happen with her. You understand what I'm saying? That's the time to really step up and say something so you could try to make something go down. Up Dem Plates 48, you said, do I have dating advice for guys with Asperger's? Not really. I don't even know specifically what happens when you have Asperger's. So I wouldn't really know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the symptoms are. I don't know what's going on with niggas with Asperger's. Man. But yeah, when a chick is talking to you, like I remember I was in McDonald's and a chick came in to McDonald's to ask me about some direction somewhere. And then, she walked right back out. And I was like, wait a second. I was like, this chick could have asked anybody. Because like I was standing online and I saw her through the window and we locked eyes a little bit. And so then she comes in and she asked me for some directions or some shit. And then she was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." And then she walks back out. And I'm like, "Why did she come in all the way in here and just walk straight up to me specifically to ask me for directions?" Right? You see what I'm saying? And that chick she wanted me to talk to her. You understand? And at that point, I wasn't as quick, you know what I'm saying, on my feet. So I was like, after it happened, I was like, yeah, that chick was trying to choose up on a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Because she went out of her way to come all the way into the McDonald's to ask me something and just walk right back out. So she was just trying to put herself in my, situation so that, we could start talking. You said I gotta stop eating stinky D's. So you call it stinky D's. But yeah, that's the thing. You gotta look out for that. When chicks randomly just, talk to you about some shit, a lot of times that's them choosing. You feel what I'm saying? For all you choosing signals guys, all the guys that love to just wait for the choosing signals, make sure that you understand that aspect of the game. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you understand that aspect of the motherfucking game. You feel me? But yeah, that's what it is. So if anybody wants to call up real quick, 646-481-3901. If you guys want to call up, you can make a call. You get it popping. But yeah, like with the whole first date thing, man, you definitely want to try to hit it if you can. You want to strike while the pussy's hot. You understand what I'm saying? You want to strike while the pussy's hot. You, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, what's good, Locario?
What's going on?
It's Quay. What's good?
Poppin'?
So I wanted to say some shit that happened last night. Say this shit. So I met this girl on a Saturday. This girl at a bar, whatever, and I happened to be out with another girl. She kind of like pulled up on me. I didn't know she was coming. She ended up sitting down with me, so I kind of had to like sneak over there and talk to the other joint, get her number real quick, and like come back to the first girl I was with her with. So I didn't get to like get her information. I mean, I didn't get to like talk to her and get to really get into shit like that. So anyway, so I got her number or whatever, and the next day I hit her up or whatever, and funny thing is she don't respond to like the day after I hit her up, and she was like, we had like the little back and forth convo, what you want to like, why you want to see me, and what's your intentions, this and that.
God.
And I give her the right answers or whatever, so we end up chilling or whatever. She come over, I pick her up. So like on the way to on the way to my house or whatever in the car, like, I'm like doing a little sexual attention. I'm driving, so I can't do too much, but you know what I'm saying, this and that. And it seemed like she's feeling me because I grabbed her hand a few times and like put my hand on her thigh and shit like that. So I was like, all right, yeah, she's feeling me a little bit. So we get to my house or whatever, and now I'm able to like touch her more and shit like that. And we listening to music and we smoking and shit. And I'm kind of like, we on the bed or whatever. And I'm like, got my arms around her, like touching her and all this and shit, and we vibing. And like the game I'm throwing on her, I can tell. Like, she realizes the type of guy she fucking with. Like I'm on game and shit. Like, she know, like, because at one point I was like, I'm a very knowledgeable person, and it's a privilege for a girl to be fucking with me and, saying all that shit. She's like, yeah, you're right. Like, so I know she was feeling, saying what I'm throwing at her. And the thing I'm confused about is that, like, I'm doing all this, touching her, talking about sex, fucking, she's telling me she's bi and all her sexual experiences, and, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I go in to kiss her. Like, I said some shit about lips and just let the convo to get me a kiss or whatever. And I go in to kiss her, and, like, she, like, kind of, like, she don't really kiss me back. Like, she kind of, like, turn her cheek back the other way or whatever. But, like,
God.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get, like, it's like some things I'm doing, she's, like, being cooperative, and she's, like, showing good signals that she likes what I'm doing when I'm touching her and, squeezing her thighs, whatever, shit like that. When I go to kiss, I try to kiss her twice too, and both times she like, oh, I mean, she wasn't like mad at her, but she was like, just we chilling or whatever. And then at one point I heard her say I just don't really go around kissing people like that. She kind of mumbled it, and I don't know if that's the reason or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't get, like, if you're dealing with a high interest girl, which I believe she was showing those interests, but maybe she just wasn't the type of girl to fuck on the first night, because I dealt with that too. So it's like, I mean, what do you think she was trying to like? Do you think maybe she had another guy, like, or she just wasn't trying to make it happen on that night? Because I mean, I just texted her like 30 minutes ago, and I was waiting for her to respond because I'm gonna set something up for Tuesday for the second date. And because like I was telling her while we was on the first day, I was like, the first day I usually just I prepare for the second day. I get you comfortable. We kiss or whatever, we touch, and things lead to what they lead to. And if we don't have sex, whatever, the second time was always better anyway. So I put that in her mind so that she knows next time I hit her up, she coming over and it's time to fuck and shit like that. So I mean, basically my main question is like, why do you think she was like willing to do some shit, but and she's feeling me too, but she's still willing to do some shit, but some shit she does not. Little shit like kissing, bro. I don't get that. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
the
thing is, man. Listen, man. You gotta understand something, man. First of all, she's not a high interest girl. You understand what I'm saying? Like she's not. That's like medium interest. You understand what I'm saying? Because high interest women they make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, because when you was hitting her up and she's talking about, oh, what's your intentions and what you trying to do and all this other shit. You see what I'm saying? That's already a sign that is not high interest. See, high interest women make shit easy. You understand what I'm saying? Where it feels like when a chick has high interest, it's almost like you ever watch that movie Coming to America?
Oh yeah.
Remember the part where he had the chick and he was like, what music do you like? She's like, whatever you like. She's like, what do you want to do? Whatever you. That's a high interest woman. You understand what I'm saying? Like whatever you trying to do, she's trying to do it. She's down. Everything is easy. There's no questioning. Nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's straight simple. That's high interest. This chick is medium interest. So her asking all them questions, blah blah blah, all that other shit. Now, what happened with you was that you were being extremely indirect the whole time you was dealing with her. You feel what I'm saying? So right. So this is what happens. See, this is the drawback a lot of times of being too indirect is that it gives the woman a leeway. You feel? Because you say y'all was at your crib and shit when you was doing all that.
Yeah, for the first date. Yeah, first date at my crib.
So she came straight to your crib for the first date.
Right, and she's like, when we texting and shit, like working out how we're gonna get together. I mentioned, because I'm the type of guy who's gonna take you out and get to know you, and I don't want to just come back and fuck you because I want to see what you about. But she was the one who was saying, well, what you doing tonight? I might be able to just come over tonight or just do something tonight with you. She's like, what you trying to do?
Right.
And I'm the one who mentioned going out, and then she says, well, I'm a smoker, you know what I'm saying? I could really just come over your house and, pretty much you could smoke and we can get to know each other that way. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, damn, she really trying to fuck with me. So that's why I started thinking like high interest. But I guess, through her actions,
Right, her actions is showing, her actions already are showing that it's not high, because the thing is, high interest women, it's consistent, because the fact that she was first asking all those questions already from jump is showing that it's not high interest. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. But then what happens is that when it's not clear, see, this is the thing. When it's not clear through your words, you understand? Like, so if you say to the girl, hey, yeah, that'd be cool. Come over to my crib because when you get here, we gonna be fucking. Or when you get here, I'm gonna get you naked. When we get here, you understand? And if she responds to that, like, okay, yeah, let's make that happen. Sounds good. Whatever. You understand what I'm saying? That's when it's more clear that that's gonna happen. But because it was never clear, it's sort of indirect. That gives a woman leeway to sort of jump in and out of it. Meaning she could do it, but then she don't necessarily need to really feel like doing it because nothing was really said. So there's nothing holding her to actually doing it. You understand? Because at the end of the day, she still could do it or not, no matter what you say. But what I'm saying is, is that when things are indirect, it leaves room for a woman to play games. You see what I'm saying? That's
Got you.
right. That's the only thing. So the thing is, if you're gonna see her again, right, and she's coming through to the crib, you know what I'm saying? You got to make it clear and say, hey, listen, when you come here, right, this is what I want to happen. You understand? I want, you could be like, look, we're gonna come over, drink some wine, and right after that, I want you to come to my bedroom. I'm gonna take off all your clothes. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And is that cool with you? You good with that? Everything cool? She's like, yes. And then you'd be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Come through. You feel what I'm saying?
So I got a question though, because I mean, I don't know, like in my experience at least, I don't know, like this has happened to me a few times, or whatever. But like usually, like girls, like texting and shit. I don't like to say like deep shit over text, like unless we already met in person or we already done fucked or whatever. Because like, I mean, I guess you're right. Like if she's interested and she's about that, it doesn't really matter. But like, I don't know, they'll like just. You say some sexual shit over text and they never met you before and they don't know how you are and how your vibe is and how you I don't know it's how you would be, how you would say it in person and how you make them feel when you say it or whatever. So like over text is like, I don't know, I feel like it's harder because it's just so much easier for them to be like, oh, this another nigga who, you know what I'm saying, just trying to fuck and shit. And the thing is, like, I am trying to fuck, but like I like building a team, you know what I'm saying?
So you like what?
I say I like building a team though, so I don't like really like the fucking just duck bitches, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to just a girl I like, you know what I'm saying? And I got one more or two more I like too, and I'm just had this team right here, you feel me? So I don't know, I don't know when it comes to text, I just be very just direct, like online or whatever. Like I get them offline and we go out to go meet somewhere or some shit like that. Like I never really go sexual over text because I think they're gonna. You know how women are, bro. You know.
Right. Well, the thing is this: it depends on the context. So, like, let's say, for example, if you're on Tinder or some shit and you just match with a chick, right? You know, you could be sexual and all this other stuff, but you're gonna have to go through a lot of chicks in order to get a few ones that's gonna be cool with with just being straight up sexual online because they haven't met you yet. You understand? They don't know you from a can of paint. So there's gonna be like, I don't really know this nigga. He'd be crazy, whatever. But there's a way you can do it where if you're on Tinder, you can say, hey, give me your number, right? And then y'all can FaceTime, and then you can get sexual on that situation before they come over. You feel what I'm saying? Or you can go on a get a drink with them. And then once you out there with them on the date, having a drink, then you can get sexual with them there. You see what I'm saying? So you can get sexual with them quickly, and even through text. So like, let's say that same girl you fucked with on the first date, you could get sexual with text with her now because you already done went out, and so now it's like, yo, the second time we meet up, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm telling you the sexual shit I'm trying to do. Come through on whatever day you sell it to come through, and then make it happen. So the thing is, it's not that the sexual talk through text is going to make it a big deal. It just matters the context in which it's being presented. So like that girl, it is more likely you could do some sexual texting with her versus some girl you just matched with on Tinder 20 minutes ago. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends on how you doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
You feel me?
I got you.
Yeah, but just be a little bit more direct with this chick, when she coming over. And if she ain't really down, then tell her stay her ass home. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so you don't waste your time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, I'm about to go, but I had one more thing. This girl that said this, I'm about to be with this girl in like a few hours or whatever.
Right.
Another girl, and she said the same thing about, like, I swear, bro, every girl like text me that shit when I was trying to make plans or whatever, or like a lot of them do, like, what are your intentions and shit, like. And this girl coming from like 30, 40 minutes away. I don't.
Right.
Stupid to me, but
right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Those are medium interest women. Just understand that. Whenever a chick is asking you a bunch of questions first, or seems like she's in, she needs to know this, she needs to talk more, she needs, like, whenever a chick is coming at you where it's like it's her trying to like dig for shit and she's not being extremely cooperative with you, that's a medium interest chick, medium to low interest chick. Any chick who's high interest or really interested in you, she doesn't question you. She's about what you're saying to do. You feel what I'm saying?
It's about your program.
Right, exactly. So even when I'm on Tinder, like the other day, I matched with a chick and I'll be sending chicks like the same 2 or 3 copy and paste messages that I'll be having. But basically, the first message I send them is about getting a drink. So I'm basically saying to them, yo, when are you free to get a drink, right? Then this chick fucking responded to me and said, well, how about we do a proper introduction first, right? So I unmatched her immediately. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm not with that shit, right? Then, next chick, I said to her, basically, when are we free to get a drink? She's like, oh, I'm free this day. I said, cool. Let's meet here at this time. She said, cool, sounds good. Here's my number. I said, cool, I'll holler at you on the day of. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. You feel what I'm saying? That's high interest. She's just going with it. She's just going with it. No fucking questions. None of the bullshit. Anytime a chick is question, you gotta think about this. I remember somebody was talking about, I think they called it the Brad Pitt rule. If Brad Pitt was hitting her up, you think she gonna ask him all these damn questions, or she just gonna go where Brad Pitt tells her to go? You feel what I'm saying?
She don't go. Yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah,
exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. So you want to look for the women who are responding to you like that, where it's like, yo, I'm saying, hey, this is what I'm trying to do, and you respond to me. No fucking back talking. Oh, what about this? No, we're done. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you got to look out for. So that's how you tell the difference between the high interest women and the women who's just medium to low interest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I did not know that difference. I'm glad.
Yeah, right, man. So that's what it is, bro. All right?
All right, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, mahalo. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace.
Yeah, don't be playing games with these chicks, man. You always want to look out for the fucking high interest chicks, man. You feel what I'm saying? You always want to look out for them high interest ones, man. That's what it's about. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see who this is. Yeah, what's poppin'? Who this?
Oh, Carlos, Chris from Harlem.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? I'm just get straight to it, man. So I work with this girl. You know, I was definitely feeling her, and it's like we talk a lot. You know, I work overnight. She worked during the day. So when I'm coming into work, she's leaving.
Right.
So it's like every time we got up, every time I'm coming into work, she talked to me, and it's like an ongoing convo. It's not like a short, like, hey, how you doing? How you day? And keeping it moving. She's like, she stalls me, like, hey, so how was your day? Or how was your weekend? So I kept putting this together, and I'm like, yo, is she feeling me? Like, so just trying to fill out. So then I just was like, fuck it. I got one of my boy DJs, so he was DJing at this concert, whatnot. So he was like, he tells me about the concert. So I'm like, I can just ask her if she want to go.
Right.
So I go straight, hey, I'm going to this concert. You want to go? She's like, oh, that's sweet. All right. Like, she was with it. I'm like, oh, perfect.
Right.
She sends me a picture of her outfit. She's like, hey, is this too much? It was a fire dress. So I'm like, first thing I said, I'm like, it'd be hard for me to keep my hands to myself.
Right.
Why she says, in that case, I'm not single. I have a boyfriend. I'm not single. She's saying this on text messages.
Right.
Text. So now I'm like, what the fuck? Here we go with this bullshit.
Right.
So I'm just like, I didn't even know how to take it. Like, it just hit me. Like, I'm thinking like she kind of like, don't get so attached. Like, I felt like she trying to like, don't get so attached, blah, blah, blah. So I took her like, they basically like that. Like, she thinking I'm thirsty. It's not even like that type of situation. So we basically texting. I tell her, hey, I'm not, looking for nothing serious. Like, I just tell her straight up, I'm not looking for nothing serious. Like, I think you cool. Like, I don't mind us hanging out. And I basically just talked myself out of the date with this chick. She just was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. So I'm like, why do girls do that?
See, the thing was, she got a man, right? And
right.
She basically thought she was going to hang out with you and just get some attention. That's all that is. You feel what I'm saying? But what happened was, as soon as you made it into like a flirty thing, now she had to come clean and be like, well, I'm not single. Because what she said, I'm not single. She said, I don't have a man, but I'm not single. Like, what she said?
She just said straight. On that note, I'm not single. She didn't even say she had a boyfriend.
Yeah, she got a man. She got a boyfriend. She's
right.
She's with somebody, and what she wanted to happen was she wanted you to go out with you, hang out with you, soak up your energy. You feel what I'm saying? Take all attention and then feel, just so she could feel good about herself, and then keep it pushing. And then but what happened was you basically like made it into a sexual thing, and she's like, damn, now I gotta tell him what it is, because she probably wasn't expecting you or hoping that you weren't gonna make it to that, sexual, to that point where she would have to say something. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what that is. Because even all them times when because remember, don't underestimate how much women love attention. You feel what I'm saying? Because her talking to you after work or while you was coming to work, that's just all attention. Women fucking love attention, bro. They love that shit. Because their thing is, see, women, you gotta understand something. Men, we live and we do things, based off of our purpose and what we do in life, whatever. A woman's purpose is men. You understand? Don't ever listen. I don't care what feminists say. I don't care whatever. A woman's lives revolve around men. Period.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So just a woman getting attention from you, that's a good day's work for a woman. You feel what I'm saying? That's like, shit, I accomplished a lot today. I got this nigga to take me out to a concert. I had him drooling over me because I look good in his dress. And you know what I'm saying? That's like good shit for a woman. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, where women will do shit, because to us it don't make sense. We're like, look, I'm talking to you because I'm trying to fuck. A woman don't necessarily, right? You know what I'm saying? She don't necessarily need to talk to you to fuck. You understand? She's already fucking you by getting your attention. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man,
so, that's what I'm saying.
Like, that just killed me. Yeah. I'm like, what the hell? But the way she be talking that word to me, like, she's feeling me. I'm trying to leave. She's trying to hold me. And
but see, that's why. But that's why it's good that you basically, imply to her that, yo, I'm trying. You like, look, I'm not be able to keep my hands to myself, because now it forces her to be able to have to address that. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So she like revealed herself.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I tell dudes to get sexual or flirt as quickly as possible, because you want to see where this girl's head at. You want to see what she's really about when it comes to dealing with you. Because if she's not really about making anything happen sexually, then it's like, well, don't waste your time and energy on her anymore. Like, it's done. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the thing. That's the good thing about being direct with women, because when you're direct with them, it leaves no room for them to, be able to get all that attention and play games and do all the other stupid shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Well,
Just one more question and I'm out of here.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so now I was just in a relationship for 3 years.
Mm.
The girl I was with took a virginity. I was her first, everything.
Right.
But then it just got to a point where it was just like, I just realized I just want to be single, like. But I didn't tell her that. I just was, made up some shit, like I had family problems, like we just gotta take a break. But it's just like, got me feeling like sad a little bit, like, because I know she's hurt and she's sending me paragraph after paragraph, like, I thought we was gonna do this and do that. Like, she was good to me. I really had no complaints, just the mushiness. She's too mushy.
Wait. So when did y'all
stepping away?
But wait, when did y'all break up?
Like 2 months ago.
2 months ago, and y'all been together for 3 years.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 30 and she's 23.
Wow, bro. You might want to hold on to her and say, listen, this is what we gonna do. We gonna be together, but from time to time, I'm gonna be fucking with other chicks. You feel what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. I'm telling you. Trust me, because you telling me you got a chick who and she's good to you and all that shit?
Yeah,
nigga,
man,
keep her. I'm telling you, bro. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, she was good.
Son, keep her, bro. I'm telling you, it's not a lot of good joints out here like that. I'm telling you, keep her ass and just be like, listen, we gon' do what we gonna be together, but from time to time, I'm gonna get my little thing off on the side. You feel what I'm saying?
She's that type. I know she ain't gonna go for that.
No. Listen. Trust me. I'm telling you to bring that up. To be like, listen, bring it up just like this. Be like, listen, I want to be with you, but I also feel the urge to, I want to, deal with this other stuff. So I'm saying, if we gonna be together, this is something you got to accept. And now what's going to happen is, because she loves you, she's going to accept that. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's gonna, you see what I mean? It's like, if she's really feeling you, she's gonna be like, well, fuck it, because that's just something that she's gonna have to deal with if she wants to deal with you. Cause you understand what I'm saying? Because if she's writing paragraphs and she's like, oh, but I want to be with you, then be like, all right, cool, we could be together. I want to be with you, but I need to do my thing over here a little bit here, but you still my girl. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the thing where it's like, you don't, and the reason why I'm saying is don't kick it to the curb, because what's gonna happen is, if you kick it to the curb and you'll fuck around with these other women, you might not. I'm not saying it can never happen, but you might not find another chick who's down like that. Because right now you got a chick where you can mold her into, that dope main chick. You feel what I'm saying? That ride or die chick. You can mold her into that. You feel what I'm saying? And so you got you a good one right there. So I'm telling you, don't let her go. Just switch the dynamic of the relationship. Just be like, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. You feel what I'm saying? And even if she's like, oh, but I don't know about that or whatever, be like, well, listen, this is what I'm presenting. It's on the table. So if you want to make it happen, holla at me. But this is what I'm doing right now. You feel what I'm saying? So give her that space to choose. And what'll happen is, even if at first she doesn't jump on it, most likely she'll jump on it later, because she's gonna realize that, damn, like, I really love this dude and I want to be with him, so fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? And just, do your little thing on the side, and don't throw it in her face. Don't make it a big thing, but just let her know that, hey, this is the dynamic of the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, because in June, I'm going to Poland for 2 weeks. Out in June, you know, my boys, just to hang out and have fun, you know what I mean? And before we broke up, I told her she lost her shits when I said that. Right. Like, you're going to be around all those other girls, and there's no black people out there. Like, she's going in.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. You just gotta get her used to the idea, because this is the thing. When a woman, see, this is the thing. You gotta get her used to the idea, but also let her know that she's the main chick, and also let her know that you're not really gonna go anywhere. Meaning, look, I want to be with you. I'm gonna be with you. So we gonna be together. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I'm doing what I'm doing, because her fear is most likely that you're gonna leave her for another chick. Of course, she's gonna be jealous and all that. All the jealousy gonna happen. She's gonna feel a certain type of way, whatever. You understand? That's something that you're gonna have to deal with. But as time goes on, once she gets used to it, she'll be fine. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying for you though, is that you can still keep her, but just let her know that, hey, this is gonna be the new dynamic of our situation. You see what I'm saying? And if you wanna rock with me, this is how it needs to go. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that's what it's gonna be. You feel what I'm saying? Because you want to give her that chance to be able to get back in with you, but also at the same time you still get to do what you want to do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what it is. You feel me?
Yeah, I didn't even look at it that way. Thank you.
Man.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Just tell her what it is. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you got a good chick, don't toss it to the side for the for the other joints out here.
Real quick, like, I didn't even know she was a virgin. She didn't even tell me. It was like when we first started dating, I was like, yo, so what's the most freakish thing you do in regular sex talks? She used to always avoid the question. Right. So I didn't think nothing of it. I should be like, whatever. I didn't know she was a virgin until we got to it. Right. I'm like, yo. Well, hey, I'm telling you. If she'd have told me, I would have never messed with her.
I'm telling you, keep her, bro. I'm telling you, keep her. If she good, If she good to you, if she doing what she need to do,
definitely good, man.
Keep
does
her on
a
the
lot.
team. I'm telling you.
She did a lot.
Keep her on the team
man.
and just tell her, be like, yo, I'm about to, I'm about to do my thing, but I'm still with you, so it's all good. You feel me? So
Right.
that's what you got to do. You feel me? So yeah, man, just do that. Keep me posted. Let me know what happens. All right?
Yeah, of course. Thank you, man.
Later. All right, bro. I'm Ala. Peace. All right, the calling number is 646-481-3901. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, he needs to keep that chick. He needs to keep that chick. All right, you got some call up. You, what's going on?
What's going on?
What's poppin'? Who this?
Cool J.
What's going on, bro?
No much. Hey, what that boy say from the last thing he said? He was talking about most of the down ones. You think you should keep the ones that's down with you, but most of the down ones be narcissistic. How you feel about that?
You said most of the down ones are what?
They narcissists.
They narcissists? What you mean?
Like most of the girls I didn't came across, like some down ones, like some freaky, some some 2-way, 3-way. They be narcissists straight up. I don't know.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I'm talking about were those girls your girlfriends?
Nah, like they be wanting to, they be wanting to, but I don't be about that.
No. When I'm saying a chick is down, I'm talking about a chick that you've been with, who you're in a relationship with, who overall is down for you. I'm not just talking about just sex. I'm talking about like, you know what I'm saying? Like she do shit for you. You know what I mean? Like she's there for you. She fucking hold you down, like shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
But you had came across some narcissistic females, right? Like some down ones.
I mean, usually if a chick is a narcissist, she most likely ain't gonna be down for you because she's just all about herself. You feel what I'm saying? She's just thinking about her shit.
True that.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I would say, like how like they say there's certain levels to like cycle, a little bit in the mental brain, kind of two-split personality. Like I didn't came across like about 5 of them, bro. Like I be having like them 2-split type of females. I don't know. So I was trying to understand how you feel about that, like how you came across shit like that.
You talking about like women who's like bipolar or something like that?
I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess you can say that. Like this 2-split personalities. Like yeah, I guess you could say that.
Well, a lot of times you're gonna have some of them chicks. It's just, they just got like mental issues. You know what I'm saying? Like they got.
But they got that good ass neck.
Wait, say that again.
They be having that good ass neck.
You said they got that good ass. Well, they say that the crazy chicks, got the best sex. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? So
they do that.
You just gotta just understand that you're gonna have to take, like if the chick is on some crazy shit. It's like, okay, I could fuck with you, but I'm going to just fuck with you on some, I keep you at arm's length type of shit. Like, I'm not really taking you too seriously. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful.
Yeah, because you don't want, you're not going to really go in on a chick who's that crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you, bro. Hey, but one more thing. I don't know if you heard about the little new trend going on with women, that pick Misha.
The what? You
heard about that new trend thing about women, how the girls will call, like, the pick me girl.
Right.
They got that. Girl got a new word for it now. It's called pick Misha. Have you heard about that?
Pick Misha?
Yeah, this is in a dictionary and everything. She got a trademark.
What does pick Misha mean?
And no, I know. That's what I tell you. I thought you might know about it. So, the girl. She's on YouTube. She's called She-Raw7.
Yeah, I heard about her. So she,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I heard about her. So and I heard about what the pick-me's is supposed to be about. But there's a word called pick-me, sir.
Yeah, she went and got a trademark of a word called pick-me-sha. It's already on the website, Urban Dictionary, all the dictionaries you can name of. She got already trademarked. So I thought you heard about it, bro.
It's called pick-me-sha?
Yeah, Pickmeisa. I think it's something like that. Go look it up. Just pick Misha.
Right.
YouTube channel called She-Raw7, bro. Check it out.
Okay, I'll check that out. That's hilarious.
Shit crazy, but all right, bro.
All right, bro. I'm Holla. All right, peace.
Yeah.
That's funny. Let me see who else is on here. Hold on 1 second. Damn, I be missing these calls. These shits be dropping mad quick. All right, call them 646-481-3901. Go another maybe 20 minutes and I gotta get up out of here. You, what's going on?
Locario.
Oh shit, it's Mimi. What's good?
Hey, so I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted your opinion on this, and I'm the guy.
Yeah.
So I wanted to find out if I was right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So on New Year's, me and my ex-boyfriend, we had plans. We were going to see each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of weeks and days leading up to New Year's, we were calling each other just to make sure everything was good to go.
Uh-huh.
So on New Year's, he was working, and I called him in the afternoon just to make sure everything was good to go.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yeah, I get off work at 7:30, I'll call you when I'm off. And I'm like, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was getting ready, and 7:30 passed. He didn't call me.
Mm-hmm.
And then by 8:30 or 9, he calls me, and then he tells me he's off work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm basically telling him, okay, so I'm going to go get a room.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can just hang out there, or we could just go to a club or a bar or somewhere,
Right.
to, for the countdown or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, okay, yeah, I just have to go get ready. And he said he had to do some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. He said he had to clean or something. I don't know. And I was like, okay, well, just call me when you're ready, and I'll just text you the room information and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to go get the room, and I texted him the information, and then I was just waiting and waiting and waiting, like up until 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't call him. Because I thought he was busy. I was like, okay, he's probably, doing stuff, so I don't want to bug him.
Mm-hmm.
So right around 12 o'clock, I waited up until 12.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking the countdown was already starting. Like, it was like 11:40, 11:50-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then he calls me, so like, hey, I'm ready to go right now. Like, I'm leaving right now. And I'm like, and I was so pissed. I was like, you know what? Whatever. Do what you want. And I hanged up on him. And he kept calling me and calling. He was leaving voicemails. He was yelling at me. He was getting pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, it's not, like, for me, it's like, I don't know if I was right or wrong, because it's like, you were supposed to be here, like, before 12. That was the plan. We were supposed to hang out for the countdown. Like, so I don't know if what I did was right or wrong, but I didn't call him. I didn't respond. And basically, the countdown started, and I was basically by myself watching TV, and I was depressed because I'm like, great, I'm starting to take it by myself. Like, I had other plans, like, I was going to go out with some other friends, but I canceled everything to be with him,
Well, let me ask you a question. Is he usually on time and responsible and all that other shit?
Sometimes.
So sometimes he's like late and irresponsible and all over the place.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, so that's what happens. You got to understand that that's the type of guy you're dealing with.
But it's like, I don't know, like, I didn't think that this was gonna happen on New Year's, so I was pretty pissed off. I didn't know.
But this is what I'm saying. You gotta understand that people are. You gotta understand how the people you're dealing with. You gotta understand how they are. So if he's the type of guy, see, it would be one thing if 99% of the time he was on point, he was always, on time, he said what he's gonna do and he did what he says, then it'd be like, okay, something's kind of wrong. But if there's a lot of times where he's all over the place, and there's a lot of times where he's kind of like, not on time and all this other shit, then you got to understand that this is the type of guy you're dealing with. So you can't expect him to change or be on some different shit if he's always been like that. You see what I'm saying? So this is, you gotta understand, dealing with him, this is the type of shit that you're gonna have to deal with if you plan on dealing with him. You see what I'm saying?
Majority of the times, I mean, he's been on time. It's just been a few times, but I mean, it's so I really did think he was gonna come regardless. But in my mind, I was like, okay, he's probably doing something else with his family or something. I don't know. I just kind of got that feeling he was doing something else. And then after, I think about an hour or two, I called him back just to see what he was doing because I was worried about his dumbass. And he was basically like, I've been drinking, I'm drunk, I'm in the middle of the road, I had to pull over, and he was cussing at me and everything, and I was like, I didn't say not to come over. I told him that. I was like,
so wait, hold on. So he was drinking and he was drunk and he was in the middle of the road. You feel what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Yeah.
See, you gotta understand. You gotta understand what you're dealing with, though. This is what I'm saying. This is the type of guy you're dealing with. So you gotta understand this. This is what you're gonna get. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You have to step your game up to get with better dudes if you want better treatment. You see what I'm saying?
I know he's stupid. Like he's retarded, but I care about him. Regardless. Like I don't care about his dumbass. When he does stupid things like that, I still love him. Like it's kind of like you and your wife. When you're with someone, you stick with them through thick and thin,
Right, and, but at the same time though, you gotta understand. No, this is the reason why I'm laughing is because this is typical for a lot of women. Like this is what y'all do, because you have feelings for this guy and you love him and all this other shit. You continue to deal with him, though. You could love him from across the street. You could love him from across the state lines. You ain't got to really be with this dude. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, if you're annoyed and upset about this shit that's happening, you feel what I'm saying? You got to understand that you're the one who's you're encouraging this behavior. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Let me tell you something about guys, right? It don't matter if a guy is a good guy, nice guy, or the worst asshole. When a guy knows that he can get away with shit, he's going to get away with shit. Meaning, he knows that he cannot show up and just do whatever, and you're still going to fuck with him. You understand what I'm saying? He knows that he could just treat you like whatever, and you're going to still deal with him.
Not true.
It is true.
And that's why when I was in the room, I was like, you know what? I'm going to, this is basically a sign that I need to do better. Like, I need to just leave him alone. Leave that in the past. But, and I did. But then I kind of felt bad because when I called him, he was like, oh, I want to go to the smoke shop. I want to go get some stuff and some things. And, like, I don't know. Like, I kind of felt bad afterwards. But then at the same time, I was like, that's not an excuse. I was kind of like, I don't know. I kind of felt bad. And I stayed up on the phone with him, and he ended up falling asleep. And then he told me he was going to come to the room, like, once the sun came up. And he never did. And I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I was so pissed off at him. I was like, I fucking wasted money on this room.
So wait. So Mimi, let me ask you a question. So you gonna keep talking to this guy and keep dealing with him, right?
I don't know. I know that I shouldn't, but I don't know.
Guys, this is what look. Mimi, come on. You got to be smarter than this. Okay? Look, you're going to understand you're going to keep getting this type of situation happening because you're allowing it. You understand what I'm saying? You're allowing it. And guys, I want you to pay attention to this. See, women will keep fucking with you if you're a fuck up if they allow it. She's allowing this. Mimi, you got to stop allowing this shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. If he ain't gonna change if you just keep doing this. You said you spent all this time on the phone with him, and he said he was gonna show up, and he don't have to do nothing, and you still gonna keep running back. You feel what I'm saying? This is what happens. You see what I mean? So he's gonna keep fucking up. He's gonna keep pissing you off. You're gonna keep getting annoyed. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what's gonna keep happening because you keep, you know what I'm saying? Keep fucking with him.
Yeah, honestly, fuck him. That was the last straw. Because when he did that shit, I was so pissed. Because, like, I had a lot of plans. Like, I could have been somewhere else. I could have been having fun. But instead, I wasted my fucking money on a room. He never showed up. And then he ended up leaving me. Like, he never came over. And I was like, you know what? I love him. Yeah, I'm probably always going to love him. But you know what? Like, I think that was like the last straw for me. Like,
are you sure, Mimi? Are you gonna call back in?
Yeah, like honestly, I'm sure because like I had my good moment of crying for like a while now. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm over it like officially. But you know, I
think this dude got you. I think this dude got you dickmatized. I think he got your heart and soul. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, honestly, he did.
See, you know what it is. I know. He got your heart and soul. It's a wrap for you, okay? I think...
That's true.
Yo, oh my God. See, guys, this is what see, y'all be talking about women who got high body counts can't pair bond? Fuck out of here. You hear Mimi? She's pair bonded to this nigga like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, like honestly, there's a lot of guys that want to be with me, you know, that want to, you know, give me a chance. But I'm still stuck on this guy, and I don't. Fuck, I hate
oh my goodness.
I fucking hate it.
Shit, man. I'm telling, yo, Mimi. Look. I'm just letting you know the shit gonna keep happening. It seems like you like it, but you like it though. You love the guy. You like going through the bullshit. I understand how you ladies operate.
No, I don't like it. It's just I'm in love with him. You know, when you're in love with someone, it's hard. It's really hard. But you know what? That was the last straw. That really was the last straw.
See, guys, this is why you're not supposed to be in love with women, bro. You start acting crazy like this. Women can be in love with you, but don't be in love with women because you're gonna sound like this. I'm telling you. You can love women. You can love women, but if you're in love, I'm telling you, you can love women, but if you're in, you see, Mimi's in love. You feel what I'm saying? So
it's horrible.
Man,
it's horrible.
So Mimi, listen. Just understand that it's gonna keep happening, and just try your best to deal with the situation because you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might have to tell Miles to holler at you so he could, take your mind on some things.
Where is he?
Miles said he fucked the shit out you, so you gonna have to come down to Florida and let Miles give you that D so you could take your mind on some things. You feel me?
Seriously, I need Miles.
All right, I'm gonna tell Miles to holler at you. All right.
All right, thanks for starting.
All right, peace later. Oh my goodness, Mimi is hilarious. But see, guys, I'm telling you, women when they be feeling you, it's a wrap. It's a fucking wrap. That's high interest right there. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Yo, that was a crazy one. Isn't that like? Wasn't she just in the comments earlier? And
oh yeah, that's Mimi. That's she be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
Yeah, and like I mean I haven't seen her face or nothing, but she has like ass videos on her YouTube, and I'm thinking like she probably selling those OnlyFans videos that you see like on Instagram and Twitter. So she probably has those like
probably
those ass shaking. Huh?
No, I'm saying probably she do. You know what I'm saying? I think she does.
Probably. It's like, so she probably like not like a bad looking chick at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but at the same time, like you can kind of see what these chicks are going for, because it's really I'm in like that real bad state right now. I'll be honest. I'm kind of looking at a lot of chicks like, do they even like a lot of men? But it turns out the same way every time I talk to these like really beautiful women. They're always going to go for the wrong guys, and then because like I remember like you do you like listen to Breakfast Club?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Okay, so they just posted a video like this morning talking about some our guys bad lovers in bed, and I posted a comment. I said, yeah, no, it wasn't that way. It was our guys selfish lovers in bed,
right?
And because Young M.A. was on the podcast with Angela Yee, I think it was like lip service or something. She said most guys are bad lovers. And basically, I put a comment out. I was like, yeah, they are, but at the same time, we're expected to do more because of the simple fact that we're more likely to get ours out of them than you are. And the girl was like, oh, no, that's not true. All you guys would just cheat. I'm like, no, that's not true. Like, the thing is, they try to put us in a certain category that a lot of the times a high-tier chick will go after a high-tier man, and they'll try to assume that all high-tier men are just how every guy acts, when the reality is a high-tier man can have his pick of the leader, so he's not going to settle. He's not going to settle for one chick. He has so much options.
Right.
And then they try to make it seem like every other low-tier guy is doing the same thing. When in reality, low-tier guys can't do that. They can't just simply take all these women that they don't have. They're just not an option. So they try to put us in this one category and stuff like that. So I see now what women are going for. Just guys that are just very unpredictable and very like off the wall. Like I think, like what did he say? Like he abandoned her at Times Square or something.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, that's some crazy stuff right there, man. But at the same time, it works, man. Those head games, those mind games, it just seems to work. And you're telling her this, but she's laughing and she's like, no, I love him. I'm like, well, there's nothing wrong with love, but even then, I want some of my friends to like knock me out of that blind love. I want somebody to smack me upside the head, be like, "Hey, bro, you whipped and you doing too much." I want somebody like to tell me, because I'll say right now, like I'm the type of person that would be like, I'm a victim for it, just like everybody is a victim for it. I tell my friends all the time. I say that as a guy, I don't want to get married, but I know I've talked to plenty enough guys that will say the same thing. I would never get married, and then you see them like a couple of years later, they're married. I would tell them the same thing I told everybody else. Hey, if you ever see me lovey-dovey over a chick, somebody that easily just take me aside, be like, hey, bro, like you contradicting yourself. What did you say like a couple of years ago? Like, please just snap out of it. Give you some more. Find you another chick. Sorry about the background noise. Find you another chick and see how you contradicting yourself. You know what I mean? Like, so like, yeah, it's crazy though, man. It's just that like how these chicks operate. It's just I trust actions over words now. Like, you just can't really trust most of the words they tell you. Right.
Well, the thing is for women, it's all emotion, man. Because like women, they'll talk what they feel at the moment, and they'll be like, oh well, this is this and that is that, and I like this and I like that. And I'm the type of girl who's going to do this and do that. But then when it comes to them dealing with a man and they're emotional about that guy and they feel a certain way about that dude, you feel what I'm saying? Then it's just like all logic is out the window, And this is why women, like, just like when Mimi called up, just now, where it's like, she has the good sense to know that, okay, this guy is on some fuck shit. But she's like, I can't. I just love him. I can't. And that's how women do. You feel what I'm saying? So they're all just about their emotions and how they feel and all this other stuff, even if the situation don't make no fucking sense. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the thing where man, that they'll do.
You should have seen the comments, man. Everybody in the comments was like, "This dude laying a pipe real good." I swear, like he has to. There's
of course.
No other explanation.
Of course.
If he is not, then I don't know how that situation is working.
Well, see, the thing is this. Unfortunately, this is what it is too. Is that it all also depends on the chick too, because it's a combination of laying the pipe good, but also it's a self-esteem issue too, because sometimes you got to understand is that you have women out there who they have low self-esteem, so they will gravitate to that type of treatment. You understand? And sometimes the guy himself also has low self-esteem, which is why he acts the way he acts. So some guys, they'll see what this guy's doing and they'll try to emulate it. Be like, oh, well, he's got this girl loving him and wrapped around. So what is he doing? Let me try to do that and act goofy and all this other stuff. But it's not an act for him a lot of times. It's just that's how he is because of his low self-esteem. So it's like you have two people who may have low self-esteem who's playing off of each other. You see what I'm saying? And so that's what'll happen a lot of times too. You see what I mean? So the thing is that when you're dealing with it, when you're dealing with certain women, because they have such low self-esteem, what's going to happen is that they're going to put up with that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Though they will put up with that type of stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's girls that I've messed with where I know they're messing with other guys, and the other guys they're messing with is just on some stupid shit, and I'll be looking at them like, yo, what the fuck you keep messing with this nigga for? Like, this is goofy as fuck. But because of their self-esteem issues, that's why they still gravitate to those dudes. You feel what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know a good example that you said. You were talking about like low self-esteem and how basically they can just like associate all these bad feelings with somebody, but at the same time, it's just so addicting that they just won't stop seeing them. Because I remember, I used to work at McDonald's, and I remember this one chick I used to work with, and basically she told me of how she was seeing this guy, and she said that basically like he was trying to see this other chick, and she was like she wasn't with it, she's not going to do it. And what she told me, she actually dropped this dude off to the girl's house, and I was like, you took the biggest L of 2017. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. But like basically, like long story short, he told her that, he was like just, he was messing around with her, but he still wanted to keep seeing it. And what do you know? She went right back with him. So I was just like, at that point, I'm not gonna just sit here and judge you. Just be like, oh, you made a stupid decision. I'm just gonna be like, hey, it is what it is. The game is a game. He's playing the game correctly. I need his number so he can give me some tips.
Right.
So I was just like, I'm just like, this dude is like real deal, like pondering over, and she was telling me how frustrated she was with it, and I was just like, I can't be that shoulder to cry on every time, because you know what you're getting into. Like this is basically like you're doing. So at the same time, like, hey, we fall for it too. I think we're more suckered out of it than anything. Like if anything, like you just have to know which guys is playing the game right, and so. Take notes, guys. I mean, this is like.
Well, and the thing is too. Stuff. See, the thing is, you got to understand is that you have to know what type of person you're dealing with. You understand? Because with me, like when I deal with women, for example, like if I'm dealing with a girl and like she'll know, okay, I got a wife or whatever, right? And so the women I deal with, though, still most of them are women who have a healthy type of self-esteem, because a lot of times guys think that like all women are super insecure. Now, women will have insecurities, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're super insecure. So there's like a difference between a super insecure woman who has issues.
Anything, they're narcissistic.
Right. There's a difference between a woman who's super insecure and who has issues, and just your average type of woman who just might be insecure about one little thing. So the thing is that when you're dealing with a person, you have to see what their level of confidence is, or where the level of confidence is. So what happens is that a lot of times a guy will see a girl dealing with a guy and the guy's an asshole. You feel what I'm saying? And so, and then they'll see that the girl's gravitating to that guy who's an asshole. So the guys will be like, well, okay, let me try to be an asshole, right? But the thing is, if you're being an asshole, what you're going to do is you're going to usually attract women who have extremely low self-esteem. So yeah, you're going to get certain girls, but you're going to get that type of girl. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on like how you're playing the game is going to dictate the type of women that you're going to attract. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. I think like I maybe have other callers, so I'll just like make this one kind of short. But I remember like I was reading this one dating coach's advice when he was talking about why a lot of polygamous relationships won't work, and that's because just for the simple fact that a girl will be a lot of the times okay with what the guy's doing. It's until they tell their friends, their family members, and then their family members have to jump in and be like, "Hey, you shouldn't date that guy. He's treating you like trash." And, like it's the reason why if you look at other cultures like Africa or maybe in I'm trying to figure out what other country does polygamous like marriage, but they're okay with it because it's a part of their nature. It's just once you get to like America, they're going to be like, no, this guy's taking advantage of you, right, and stuff like that.
Right.
But if you look at other cultures, they're going to be like okay with it because it's just a part of their nature. They know that the highest tier guys have enough quality to share. They can real deal bounce from women to women, and it's not going to be a problem.
Right.
But they don't understand that in America. That's just like that's so like inhumane to do as far as America to do. Like you remember how like Justin Timberlake got all this backlash because he was filling up on a woman's leg. And,
right.
I mean, I'm sorry. He wasn't filling up on her. She was filling up on his when he was reciprocating.
Right.
And so it's kind of like hip like it's hypocritical here. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, those are facts. Yeah, a lot of people they don't because we're in a very monogamous type of society here, in this country and all this other stuff. So when people talk about poly relationships or open relationships or non-monogamy and all this other stuff, and people don't understand it because every time people think about it, they're thinking about it from a monogamous mindset. You feel what I'm saying? So for them, it's hard for them to understand that type of shit. Because they'll say to me like, oh, but how are you going to be an open, like, what if your girl or whoever, wants to get with another guy and leave you? And I'm like, whatever, that could happen in your monogamous relationship. What if your girlfriend gets with another guy? And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same shit. But people they look at monogamy as some sort of security when it's not. You feel what I'm saying? It's all pretty much mixed in the same thing when you look at everything objectively. Because even if you're in a monogamous relationship, you got to be monogamous through being open, meaning you were dating multiple people before you narrowed it down to that one. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same type of shit. But the way people look at it, they don't look at it that way. They look at it as, well, you're not in a real relationship unless you have that one person and all that other goofy shit. You see what I'm saying? So people don't see the differences or also the similarities that happen within all these type of relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you're not in a real relationship until you put a ring on it.
Right, exactly. Stupid shit like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like people, I swear, a lot of people really have fucked up relationships because of their perception of what a relationship is supposed to be. So they're like, well, I can't be happy until I'm married, or you know what I'm saying, or it's not a real relationship until you're married, or you're single. You know what I mean? It's like all these different things that people think about, which is why they never enjoy themselves in their relationships, because they're always looking for the next step. It's like, oh well, we're just dating, but then when are you going to be my boyfriend or girlfriend? And when are you going to be my fiance? Or when are you going to be my husband or wife? And then it's just like, people are always striving for the next shit. And that's why people end up getting divorced, because the next step is divorce. You feel what I'm saying? It's like if you keep going, that's the next step. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're looking at your relationship in those terms. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, we grew together just to grow apart.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. You feel me? But y'all, I appreciate the call, my brother. I gotta head up out of here, but I appreciate the call, man. Real shit, man.
No problem.
All right, I'ma holler at you, man. Take care. All right, peace. All right, people, it's about that time. My brother has to get up out of here. So listen, make sure you guys, get the book How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, hard copy or audiobook. Make sure you guys get this book. Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys get those likes up. Shout out to Theo C, Darrell S, David Nino Brown, King Shaddy Ratty, Speedy Gonzalez, R&B Cuts, Mimi. Shout out to you, JR. Big Stain, shout out to you, Leonardo. Calantes, Reggie Menard, shout out to you. Ross Goldberg, All Money and Jay, Simple Sean, Fabian K, Valentine Outlaw, Ross Goldberg, who else? Gerald Kent, True Blad, G Money. Who else is up in here? Heathen Deluxe was up in the building. Jeremy Dixon, JR, Reggie Menard. Who else? The Magic Male Seducer. Shout out to you. Oh, How to Be a Player. King Dre up in the building. Shout out to you, bro. Music and Basketball. Shout out to you. We had a lot of people up in here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I will see you guys again. I'm gonna probably do actually a Patreon live on Wednesday. So I'm gonna probably do it on Wednesday, either Wednesday or Thursday. We'll do a Patreon live stream. So make sure you guys join the Patreon. And I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.